Interview somebody, John. Bill, nice to meet you.
And you, sir.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
I think you've probably seen a few of the films before, so
I have done, yes.
you know the format.
Yeah, sweet.
We're going to basically try and make a head out of wax. And
you'll need a lot of wax.
You got some facial hair, which is going to be good. Yeah. And my first earring. Brilliant, brilliant. So we'll try and have a chat as we go and see the head slowly evolve.
Yeah, lovely.
So if you don't mind, I'll get on.
Yeah, sweet.
And ask you a couple of questions, and we'll get going.
Yeah.
So obviously you were mining in the area.
Yes.
Yorkshire.
I certainly was. I started on the 25th of May, 1975.
Wow.
And the reason I remember that day is because it was a bank holiday Monday. And it was the only bank holiday Monday I worked whilst mining.
Ever, only your whole career?
Yes, yeah. But you see, I was based at Askin and the training centre was at Armthorpe. Well, Armthorpe worked that particular day and my college Askin didn't. So the training officer said to me, he says, you don't have to go today because it's a bank holiday, but initially it's 10-day induction and you have to do the full 10 days. So if I'd had the Monday off, that means my induction would have took 3 weeks rather than 2.
Oh really?
So, and that's why it's always stuck in my head.
Yeah? You lost that bank holiday?
No, I got a day in lieu.
Alright.
But it was the only one I worked.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what, where is Arm?
My college was Askin, but the training centre was at Armthorpe. Yeah.
And how far out is Askham from?
From Doncaster, about 7 miles. It's Askin, A-S-K-E-R-N.
Okay.
Askin. Yeah. Yeah.
So you went straight into training then?
Yeah, well, you get your basic induction, that's 10 days, and then you go back to your own colliery, and then they come out and you do obviously more training. You start your coalface training when you're 18.
Right.
You do what?
That's across the industry. So that's almost like you're not allowed to go down there until you're 18 type thing.
No, you can go down till you're 18, but you can't work on the. You go down at 16, but you can't work on the coalface till you're 18.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's when you start your coalface training, which is been a while.
Yeah.
I think it was four week on each section of the coalface, which like the tailgate, main gate. Actually on the face chops and stuff like that. Prior to that you did what they call out-by work, either conveyor belts or haulage, stuff like that. But you weren't
Was it hard to learn? Is it a difficult job to learn?
Not really, because you're mentored all the time. Yeah, like they call them units, each unit has like, say, I can't know, it's 4 or 5 now, main gate rippers, 4 or 5 men up face, 4 or 5 up tailgate, all these teams and backup. So you'll be put in a team, and you just...
And they see you through.
Yeah.
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 So you were working for what? 25 years, did you say?
Yeah, on and off. Yeah.
And did you go through everything, or did you stay in one particular? Were you like a ripper, or were you?
I preferred ripping, but I did it all. You had to do, because like when you first start, you get you put on market.
Yes.
That is, you go down and you all assemble at pit bottom, and if there's a guy off in one unit, they'll send you there, and you just do different jobs. So you had to know every aspect of it, really. Yeah. But yeah, it was sweet. Really
did they do in the training? Did you have like written stuff? Was it like written training or like exams?
Not so much, no. Obviously, when you did your initial, initially when I joined, I wanted to be a welder.
All right.
So I had to go for an aptitude test and to do written work and what have you. And it transpired that they didn't want welders at that time, which I was quite disappointed about. And they offered me what they call mining craft.
All right.
And that meant I had to go back to school. Well, I just left school and I thought,
no.
So I turned that down.
Mining craft.
Craft.
So
Yeah,
what's that?
That basically, you're going more towards management side, like deputies and overmen and under management and stuff like that. But it was just leaving school to go back to school. Yeah. It wasn't for me, and I was disappointed I didn't get to be a welder. And when I did my induction at Armthorpe, they came back and I got recommended again for mining craft, but I turned it down.
So obviously they thought, he's a bright guy.
Yeah, yeah. And unfortunately, when I was about 23, 24, I decided I wanted to do it. But then when I went to do it, my attendance record wasn't quite as good as it should have been. I mean, I was a young man. And
with a social life.
Yes, yeah. I seldom work Friday nights.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of them.
So what happens in that situation if you've got, I mean, what I've heard a lot of is the team, and you don't let your team down, that sort of stuff. If you don't turn up one morning, do they just replace you with a market man?
Yeah.
So you think, okay, I'm covered.
Yeah, yeah,
it's not
you're
like
always
you're
covered.
Yeah,
you're not letting them down.
Do you think that was a fault in the system that you're always covered? So you never have that kind of...
No, because I mean, it wasn't just me. Quite a few did it, you know, young lads. Getting a young 18-year-old, 19-year-old fella to go to work on a Friday night when all his mates are going out, it's a bit difficult.
So that literally was a Friday night shift?
Yeah. They did try and box clever at one stage. The night shift used to be 10, well, 6:15 or 7.25 hours, so 10, well, 5:15. And on a Friday they put it to 6 o'clock. 1800, 6, well, 1:15, to try and stop you going to loser. Because they had what they call a back shift. Your afternoon shift used to finish at 7:15, 12 or 7:15, 6, well, 1:15. And then they had a back shift that used to go bits of maintenance, like, I can't remember what they called it now. And it would just call it back shift. And that was 6, well, 1:15. Well, on a Friday, the entire pit went in at 6, well, 1:15, because it did stop quite a few guys going out on a Friday night. But it didn't seem to have that effect on me.
So Friday night out then, what was that, in Doncaster?
Well,
down a pub?
It used to vary, like I'd go down the village, there were like 8 pubs in my village. So
oh right, that was in the time when...
Yeah, when it was a drinking culture, I mean, it's no longer that. So yeah, used to go down the village, and then a couple of us might come to town on last bus and go bogeying and what have you.
Yeah, because it was a drink. I mean, would you say it was a tough culture? Or just a sociable one?
Both. It was tough and sociable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was hard graft, but the crack was amazing. The guys you work with, basically, it's like you're putting your life in their hands at times. You know what I mean? And so you've got to trust them and get on it. I mean, you could down and could have a right barney effing blinding at each other, and then go out and have a boozy. It was left down pit. Well, 99% of the time it left down pit. So.
That's incredible, because I've heard that before, and I'm thinking, God, it seems to be across the board. It's almost like an unwritten rule. You didn't have to be told it. It just was it.
Well, I suppose it's like inbred, really. And like you pick it up as you're there. Like I'm 18, I'm working with guys at 45, 50. To me, like they're misters, and I'm still like a young man. And like it's how they act and come across. You just follow on, really, and it's it's good.
So what was the best? Which job did you like best down there?
Ripping. I like ripping.
And the ripping is basically you're not the generation of hand chiseling. You've got the old proper.
We had what we call a pig's head boring. You used to bore it and fire it, stick it with explosives, blow it up, drop it down, fill it out, and set a steel girder.
So what bit were you of that? Did you do all that?
As a team, you did it all. Yeah. You'd get on platform. There'd be 2 or 3 around pig's head borer, shoving it in.
Pig's head borer.
Yeah, it's basically shaped like a pig's head. Yeah. It worked off excuse me, it worked off hydraulics at our pit. A lot of pits had a Holman borer, which worked off compressed air, which was just a different borer, same job really. And like I say, you'd bore your lip, like 10, 15, 20 holes, depending on the size of it, rip or whatever. Fill it with powder, and then the deputy would come along, he'd stem it up, fire it. What you had to do, you had to go so far down the gate, out of the way, and then you'd send one man down the face, and he'd be like a guard, and you can't, nobody's allowed to walk by that man. Just stops everything. You go down the gate, shot fire, he's wired up, gets his box, shouts fire, boom, it goes and come down, then you go back in, fill it out, set good.
Is it deafening? Is it bad on your ears?
Yeah,
is it tinnitus after type thing?
No, you weren't that close. But yeah, it's, like I say, sweet.
Then you're dealing with rubble.
Yeah,
basically.
we used to have an Imco bucket. It's basically it's like a little machine on tracks, you know, like a tank type tracks. With a bucket on it, a bucket would go in and then it'd flick to one side and you'd fill it out onto a stage loader, and that takes it away. And then, like I say, you set your arch, your legs, repeat.
Yeah.
I quite liked it because it was physical.
Yeah.
It was hard graft, but yeah, it was all right.
So you're fit.
Oh yeah, for sure. I played rugby as well, like, so that helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we're
For the mining team.
For the mining welfare, yeah, Ascot Miners Welfare. We had 2 teams. I played for the second team. Yeah.
Did they value it in the sense? Did you get time off?
No.
Did it go? Oh, it's good for the mine. If you
No.
What
was I going to say? Yeah, I tell people I paid £2 a week for 13 years to get beat up. Which I did, basically. It went alright. I loved every minute of it, without a shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you retire or did you leave early?
After the strike, the 84, 85, I was totally disillusioned with the industry. And so I decided I'd had enough. And I came out and I had to wait for 10 months. I just
10 months?
Yeah, I was in a bit of a downer.
Was that across the board? Did you sense that down the pub, was there loads of you like that?
No, not really. A lot of them were married and that, you know what I mean, and so they were, I'm not saying they were stuck, but they had more commitment than I did, you know what I mean, and I just got disillusioned and I just stopped going. I didn't go and tell them I'd finished, I just didn't go anymore. So, but then after 10 months I ran out of money.
Yeah.
So that's when I went contract mining. Yeah.
So you literally just stopped, you literally didn't turn up to work and for 10 months?
Yeah.
God.
I had a few quid in bank, like, you know what I mean? So, and I was single, it didn't really matter to me. That's how it goes.
Yeah. So did you ever... So the strike was the defining point really in your kind of thinking?
I was totally devastated when we went back because we'd been out for 12 months and we didn't actually achieve anything. I was gutted. I would have still been on strike today had it took that. That was the downside of it. I did have a lot of good times down at Pit. Made some fantastic mates for life.
Yeah, you still see him?
Not as often as I'd like. But when I finished my mining career in 2002, I believe it was. Yeah, April 2002 last time I went down the mine. And I work at railways now. And it took me down south for a while. I went down Bognor Regis for about 9 years. And came back up, we were missing kids really, and she says, let's get back up.
So you left, so your kids had left home?
Oh yeah, they were all grown up then. So we came back for grandkids basically. Yeah.
So what were you doing on the railways?
There's many different tickets. It's like auto nowadays, you've got to have a ticket to blow your nose basically. But I do crane controlling, self-explanatory, I look after the crane, and the eyes of the driver on the ground. And,
so this is rail construction, really?
Yeah, well, majority of the work I do, we take the old rail out and put new in. They call them renewals. Right. So, but I've got all the tickets, LXA, level crossing attendant, costs, lookout, points operated. It's all part and parcel of working on railway. And
you're doing that here now?
Yeah, that's my career. I'm semi-retired at the moment. I just work every now and again.
And is that a growth industry, or is that sort of something that's
I won't say it was a growth industry. It's like something that's always going to be there, isn't it? Railways. We're never going to get shot at rail. Not like the mines. They shut the whole mine. There's always going to be railway.
Did you think there was always going to be coal mining?
100% sure. I thought mine. Well, me personally, I thought I had a job for life.
Yeah.
The amount of reserves that are still in this country is unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's hundreds of years of reserves, proven reserves, in this country, and it's just laid there now, never to be mined.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has a lot to answer for. There's the witch.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
You're not alone.
No.
It's quite a theme that's developing.
Exactly. I mean, especially this part of the world. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We know and see every day the devastation that woman
Yeah.
put upon us. Our sons and our grandsons no longer have a job for life. It's bitting and bobbing.
Did your father work in the mines?
He did, yes. My grandfather, my uncles, my cousins. Yeah.
God. Round here?
Well, my grandfather originally came down from Gateshead.
Oh.
He worked up there. And my father was 14 when he come down here.
So your grandfather brought him down as a 14-year-old?
Yeah, yeah. My grandfather worked in the mines up in the northeast, and for some reason, quite a few of them came down.
Yeah.
I don't know if they shut pits up there or what, but yeah, they came
Well,
down.
they were probably building pits here. It was a growth industry, wasn't it, at the time, I suppose?
So, Askew, I believe it were up in 1911 when they first sank the shaft. But, yeah, like I said, my grandfather, my father, uncles, everybody went in mines.
I lost my tool. Oh, sorry, oh, here we go. It's such a filthy. I'm superstitious. I have to work in these clothes.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit like going to work in your jeans and you should be in a suit. You know, it just doesn't feel right unless I'm caked in mud. But I do lose my tools. I'm
like that when I go in my shed.
So do you live in Donny now? Or
I live in Woodlands now.
We did a talk down there in Woodlands.
Oh yeah.
Was it the club? In the Woodlands club?
Yeah.
It was unfortunate that Doncaster were playing Rotherham at the time.
Oh right, well.
So my audience was lost on me.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine.
In fact, I think they were a bit perplexed as to what the hell I was doing there, really. Nice people.
Yeah.
Good, you've got a very strong head, sir.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a judger of heads now.
Yeah.
It's become a skill I'm developing very quickly.
Yeah. It came in handy when I was looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long were you riffing?
It varied because like you'd go on a unit and work it out. And that unit might last 5 years, maybe more. It depends. I did a lot of ripping. I would say the majority of my career was ripping, or in headings, which is ripping but on a different scale. Yeah.
And did you ever get injured, or did you
Yes.
keep yourself safe? Or
Yeah, I've had a few near-death experiences.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I did some salvage work. But when the unit comes to a close, it's run its course, all these supports on the face, we had to get them off, and they call it salvage basically. And in layman's terms, you had a rope that went continuous. They call it a bolt and haulage. You know, attach a rope to the front and a rope to the back at chocks. These chocks are like 7.5 ton. And they used to pull them out of line and then drag them down. Well, this chock got stuck, and unbeknownst to me, there was still tension on the rope, so I went up to see what was wrong, and it gave way, and this 7 ton came hurling towards me, and it pinned me against the coal, and it touched me like that. Well, the 7 ton just touched my chest like that.
Why did it stop?
Because its momentum stopped there. Had it had more momentum,
it's on level ground.
Yeah.
that it was coming on.
Yeah, well, they attach the rope to it, and it's on a big drum, and they pull the rope. Now I thought he took the tension off the rope, but the tension was still on. It's called stored energy.
Oh.
And whatever was obstructing the chuck, sorry, it freed itself with the stored energy, shot forward. Like I said, pinned me to the coal face. I seen it coming, and I crapped myself. I thought, that's me gone. And it just, honestly, just touched me like that.
Jesus.
Another 4 or 5 inch, it had caved my chest in.
How did
But I was so lucky.
So how long does it take you to get over that? I mean, you got shrug your shoulders and get on, and you go home and like and think,
No, to be honest,
goes through your head.
I had to go sit down for at least half an hour. I was shaking like a leaf. I thought I was dead. It all happens that quick, you know what I mean? But
Well, it's the shock, isn't it? After?
when I seen it coming, there was no way I could get out of that way, and that's me dead. And it touched me. Somebody was smiling on me that day, for sure. Yeah. I've been carried out on a stretcher twice.
Really?
Yeah.
How cool?
Once I just hurt my ankle really. It wasn't a big thing, but I couldn't walk. And another time I was in a heading and the side came in and smashed my leg. I thought I'd broke it at the time, but...
So say it again, a side. What do you mean a side?
The side, cold face side.
The cold face
Yeah.
side fell in?
Yeah. You rip it and then you pack it so that it don't come over, but there was a thin gap, and it was... The chances of it happening were out of this world. A slab about maybe 6-7 inch, peeled off the top, came down and keeled over onto the side of my leg. I was stood here, and the face is there, and it's all messed up. But there was just that gap. It was such freakish. It came down, smashed my leg. I thought I broke it. They carried me out. Unfortunately, it weren't broke. But and I've been involved in 2 stretcher cases that I've helped carry out. Unfortunately, none of them were fatalities.
Wow.
But I do know some people that unfortunately didn't make it. And it's just...
Is it something
I'm going to say part and parcel, but it's not that blasé really.
No. But is it something that you talk about? I mean, is it like do you talk about it to each other a lot, or...?
No. It is part and parcel. You do tend to shrug it off, but it's always there, you know. No, I don't really talk about it. I'm surprised I mention it now, really, because it's not something I talk about. I don't think my kids know how.
Did you realise when you got a different job that was always was maybe more present in your mind than it is in the job you got now? Do you think, oh, you know, that there's none of that risk attached or that kind of threat attached to it?
Not really, because you've got 200 tons of metal coming towards you at 125 mile an hour.
It's still there.
So you've got to keep your wits about you, you know what I mean? But there are obviously safety measures, and it shouldn't happen, but unfortunately in life fatalities happen. It's, like I say, part and parcel, but it's not that blasé. It's not. Nobody wants fatalities.
No.
You go to work to come home. You go with 10 fingers. You want to come home with 10 fingers. That type of thing, you know. So, but yeah, it's what it is. If we dwell on the dark sides, we don't enjoy the good times. You know.
So your dad, he was in the mines up in Gateshead?
No, my father worked down here. My grandfather was in Gateshead, and he came down at 14. My father worked at the same pit as I did. My uncle was a deputy there. I never actually worked with my dad.
Would you have liked to have done?
I don't think so, because we were too much alike. I am his son.
Really?
Yeah, I left home at 18. Basically because we had 2 bulls in the same field, and it weren't.
Are you the only? Are you? How many of you were there?
The 6 of us had
6.
Yeah, 4 sisters and 1 brother.
Blimey.
Yeah. Fortunately, I lost one of my sisters. But cancer took her.
Gosh. And having 6 siblings or 5 siblings make it an interesting childhood.
For sure.
Do you look after yourselves?
Do
Were
we?
you heavily ruled by rod and iron?
Oh yes. My father would always go, if you wanted to cry, he'd give you something to cry for. And he weren't shy with belt either.
Really?
Yeah.
And the house you lived in when you were that age,
Yeah.
what was it?
A 3-bedroom, semi-detached.
Sort of council house?
Yeah. Well, they called them pit houses 'cause they were built for pick, basically. Yeah. My brother and 2 of my sisters actually live in the house that I was born in.
Really?
Yeah. Well, one of my sisters, she went away with a fellow, but she's come back. But my brother and my other sister have never left home.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Are your parents still around?
No. My mum's been gone a good while, and so was my dad, actually. Yeah. My father, when he was 88, my dad. But
Tough guy?
oh yeah.
To the end?
Yes.
Were you ever considered a grown-up?
Yeah, I was, but he was always my dad, and my dad was always right when he was wrong. And
When he was wrong?
yeah, I dare say people think that about me as well. But yeah, when I say people, I don't mean my kids. Yeah, I am not as severe as my father by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah, it's a case of monkey see, monkey do. Parenting skills, I've always said that the most important job in your adult life is being a parent, and you get no formal training for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can say hand on heart that I've never hit any of my kids, but my bark was enough to put them in place. Yeah. Really.
So in hindsight, would you think your dad was a happy man?
He was a confused man, I think, my dad. Yeah.
Was he living in times that were changing around him?
Yeah. He couldn't quite grasp. Like, how can I put it? I love my father, but I hated him as well. You know what I mean?
Did you respect him?
Yes. He was a gentleman.
Oh, so he was a gentleman?
Outside of the house. And inside he were, at times he were a loving, doting father, and other times he were a tyrant. But that's just how he is. How he was. The good times were good, the bad times were not good.
Did you go on holidays?
Not very many, no. We're 6 of us, there weren't that much money about, you know what I mean?
So your mum was looking after you?
Yeah.
She worked or?
She used to go in fields.
So what's that
Like,
mean?
pea picking and tatty picking, stuff like that.
And that's all round here?
Yeah. There were lots of it done back them days. As kids we used to go. People in season, make a few bob. But yeah. In hindsight, well not hindsight, when I reflect on my life, I've been quite fortunate because I've never really had a goal or worked towards a goal as such, but whenever I've needed work, I've fell into work, and it's been good paid work. I went piling for a while, about 18 months, that was good money.
And where was that?
That was all over. The main job I had was at a place called Connors Quay in North Wales. We did our foundation work there for a power station.
Oh, cool.
I promised myself one day I'll go back and see the end result.
Yeah. What sort of power? Coal fire or?
Do you know, it was that long ago now. 92 I was piling. So that's what.
So I was wondering. So that's coal is on the decline then. So it's not going to be. Maybe it's not nuclear, is it?
Well, I don't know. It's on Connors Quay, in North Wales. Not far from Flint. Yeah. I will go back and have a look. One day. Well, it's on my bucket list anyway.
Yeah. So back to your holidays as a kid. When you did go on holiday, where did you go?
It was like day trips mainly. Because my father, I remember at club when they do day trips. We would go Cleethorpes, Scarborough, Braid, Whitby, places like that. You know what I mean? We did go on a week's holiday once as a family. That was at Beach Home at Cleethorpes, and I think that was the only week's holiday we had as a family that I can remember.
Gosh.
I've had a few since, like.
Yeah. So where did you come in the pecking order? How old were you?
I'm eldest lad.
Were you eldest?
Yeah, eldest lad, but I had 2 older sisters, so
Right.
I was 3rd child. Then there's my brother, and then 2 sisters, and I had another brother who unfortunately died. He was last.
Very young? Or?
Yeah, he was infant, but maybe 9
Really?
months old.
Oh,
I can only vaguely remember him. I was only a child then.
yeah.
I believe he had pneumonia. I could always remember on the day I found out he died that there were loads and loads of sandwiches in the house, and my mum and dad came in and told us that he'd died. All kids were in such a good mood until they came back, and it were only about maybe 4 years ago I found out that it was my eldest sister's birthday.
Oh.
So all the sandwiches and everything were for her birthday celebration, like her party, and they came back and he died that day. So she went on to have a son, and she named him after my brother, Andrew.
God.
But it bugged me for years. I could always remember all the sandwiches and that, but I couldn't relate to it. Why we had the sandwiches, and it's not something you, Mum, why do we have all these sandwiches when, you know?
Yeah.
Only later this she told me that he actually died on her birthday. God. Anyhow.
So you obviously shared, your bedrooms were, what, 3 in a room or something?
No.
3-bedroom house with...
There were 2 boys in one room, 4 girls in the other. In fact, at one time, we didn't have a bed for me and my brother, so we had a big double bed, and the 4 girls used to sleep at the top and the 2 boys at the bottom.
Really?
Yeah. Times were hard back then, but hey ho.
It's weren't just us. Because I mean, you're living on top of each other underground.
Yeah.
You're living on top of each other on top of ground. Did you ever hanker for your own time, or were you just totally sociable and totally...
Not really. No. There wasn't any time when I just think, well, I just want to be on my own.
No.
As a kid, we used to go out at woods and what have you. And we could get up before my mum and dad and go out and be out all day, you know what I mean? Only come back when we're hungry.
Yeah.
But we used to scavenge taters and make a fire and chuck them on fire and eat them, you know what I mean? Raw turnips, you can eat them, you know. Get a turnip, smash it open on a fence, eat that. Apples, pears, well, lots of things. I had a brilliant time.
So it sounds like it's like a country upbringing, really.
It was, yeah. From Askin, within 10 minutes, no, 15 minutes from the centre of Askin, you're in country.
Yeah.
Where I lived, it was probably 5-10 minutes.
Because, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, you do Doncaster Miners project, you think, okay, Doncaster. Actually, you only realise none of the mines are in Doncaster, and in fact, they're all way out.
Well, outskirts.
They're actually a country people.
Yeah.
They're rural,
definitely.
country people, aren't they?
Armthorpe, 6 mile out. Bentley, 5 mile. Askin, 7. Brodie, 6. Rossington, about 4. Yeah, quite a few. They've all gone. But yeah, my childhood was brilliant. Because you could, I mean, it sounds weird, but you could leave your door open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, no one would come and nick out. Yeah.
That kind of honour existed underground as well, I expect.
Oh, for sure, yeah. The worst thing you could do underground is steal someone's water.
Yeah.
If you run out of water, you get a drink. Or tamper with the food or all that, the snap. You don't just things like that. Yeah, and I've run out of water, I've had too much, gives a drink. Like you said, kid, have one. But don't just go up and take it.
Because it was hot down there, wasn't it?
Some pits, well, hottest pit I worked at were North Selby.
North Selby.
Yeah, that was really hot. You could sit there, they used to call them bannikers, basically it's just a pair of shorts. You'd work in a pair
Bannikers?
Yeah, that's what you call
How do you spell that?
T-H-A-T.
Don't put that one down. Badikers.
Yeah.
GAT. Very good.
Yeah. But that's what they call them, badikers. They're just big shots, and you could just sit there doing nothing, and you'd be sweat would be pouring out. Yeah.
And did that take it a lot getting used to when you first get? Did you?
Yeah,
when you get off an
yeah.
aeroplane in the wherever you go.
Oh yeah.
It's like the blanket of heat that hits you.
I used to take 2 litre bottles of water, frozen.
Really?
Yeah, I used to put them in freezer, and you take them down. Later on, they started having ice machines at the pit.
Really?
Yeah, and you'd have a big Dudley, about yay size, and you'd fill that up with ice. Because it was that hot, it'd just melt. And you'd see them coming out at shift, end at shift, and your bannikers used to get that wet that you'd end up getting a nappy rash, basically. And you could see them walking down the John Wayne walk, trying to
Waddling.
swim their legs so that the shorts aren't rubbing.
God.
But yeah, you used to suffer on that quite a lot. But hey, how?
Did you ever get used to the heat? I mean, is it something you actually, or is it something you never ever kind of liked or got into the heat? Was it a constant trouble to you?
No, you do acclimatise to it eventually. But yeah, you're constant. Well, not constantly, but you do. I could drink that 4 litres of water in a shift and not even have a wee.
Really?
You know what I mean? Try drinking 4 litres of water without having a wee.
Yeah.
You could sometimes take your boots off and you pour the sweat out of your boots. But yeah, it's what you get used to.
Yeah.
It has to be done
Oh.
to make a living.
Slowly catches the monkey.
Yeah. I didn't know all that handsome.
Yeah, you're a chiseled jaw man. You've got great cheekbones.
Oh, thank you.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good indeed.
Are you hearing this, Joe?
Yeah.
Great cheekbones. Yeah.
You probably inherited them.
After
So did your dad want you to go down the pit?
No, he was adamant I weren't going down the pit.
And his reasons would be he doesn't want you to have that life, or
Yeah. I think I don't want to big myself up, but I do think I could have done better for myself than I have.
Yeah.
And I think he knew that, and he didn't want me to go down. But the more he's told me I couldn't, the more I says, well, so you know.
that's his strong-headedness.
Yeah. Had he gone about it in a different way, and it might have influenced me better, but the fact that he said I couldn't was a red rag to a bull.
Yeah. And were you good at school then?
Yes and no, because I was a bit of the class clown.
All right.
I didn't struggle at all. Maths was so easy to me, and I liked maths, and so I tried at maths. French, no, I can parler-vous en français, petit parler-vous, but it just never grabbed me,
No.
and I didn't apply myself. That's the thing. I was gonna join the Navy,
Yeah.
and I'd been and had me aptitude test and everything, and got a start date. I was going to go down to Portsmouth, and the girl I was with at the time says, don't go, and I didn't go.
Yeah.
I missed that opportunity, and 6 months later she ran off with my best mate.
Oh God. How old were you then?
Oh, 17-ish. Yeah. They eventually got married, so it worked out for them.
okay,
But
yeah.
mind of the divorce now, like, but
Still in touch then?
yeah, the majority of people I know that have been married are now divorced. It's just a throwaway society, I suppose. Move on. Back in the day, you were married for life, weren't you?
Yeah. Job for life.
Job for life, married for life. Long time dead.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed.
The only thing. You can do the back of your head. the way your head sits is very important.
Yeah, I find that quite important to me where it sits as well. As long as it remains attached, that's the main thing.
We end up in the bucket down here, it looks like the guillotine's been.
Can you put me face up so I can
Well, it's
breathe?
interesting, they all go down.
Do
They all go face down. I don't know why. It must be like the nose must be like a rudder.
Yeah. What do you call it? Ballast on in a ship.
Yeah.
So what will this be cast in then? Or
Bronze.
Bronze, oh right.
You're going to get a plaster. You'll have a plaster one.
Oh yeah?
So we have to make a mould of it.
Yeah.
So it goes back to my foundry and we make moulds of them.
Yeah.
There's good training for the young assistants.
Yeah.
They're just straightforward two-piece moulds, which means you can pull them off back and forward. And they're made of rubber and plaster. So you pour rubber over the top, you get a nice rubber blanket, put a plaster backing sheet on it. So then the whole thing is keyed in. So you take two cases off and you get this rubber mould, two halves.
Yeah.
Get rid of that, put it back together again, you've got hollow. Then you can pour plaster into that and you get a plaster version of you.
Yeah.
Or you pour a wax in, another type of wax. This is a different type of wax. This is modelling wax. And you pour it in and you pour it out and you get a skin.
Yeah, so it'll be like hollow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hollow. And then we turn that into bronze. We put
Right.
that in another mould, which is fireproof, the factory. That goes in a kiln. And then the wax melts away and we pour the bronze into where the wax was.
Yeah.
So it's a long process.
Mm.
So this wax is castable, but because there's so much of it, it's so thick, you don't want to waste all that bronze on some sections are that thick.
Yeah, yeah.
So you make a mould. It's worth your while to make a mould.
Would you be able to reuse this wax?
I would do, but to be honest with you, I'm going to keep them because I think, yeah, I would normally just destroy
Yeah,
this, but they're really quite interesting, this colour.
Yeah.
And they look quite sort of, kind of human in a funny sort of, look like skin.
Mm.
So I'm quite into keeping them at the moment.
Yeah.
So I've got 6 at the studio already, and this will join the group.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping over a year that we get, if I come back here every, let's say 8 or 9 times, that I can get maybe 6 heads every session, 2 sessions. That I can end up with about 50 or 60 heads, which would be quite an impressive
Yeah.
collection of people, stories, time, history.
And it's there forever once it's cast in bronze.
Bronze, yeah. Plus, I can use that mould again and again and again, so I can addition them.
Yeah.
So that means you pledge really, you say, okay, I'll make, there's 15 of these in this. This is how I make a living as a sculptor. So you make a little sculpture, and so that's an addition of 10.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky, what happens with a painter or someone, you sell a painting, you can't sell it again, but if you've got a sculpture in addition, and it's a goer, for example, it's something that will sell,
Yeah.
you can sell it 20, 15 times.
Exactly.
So there,
And if you keep them all, you just cast another or
yeah,
something.
so you can hand it over to the foundry,
Mm.
and you just get on with this. I mean, at the moment there's, there's 4 or 5 people working back at this foundry, doing exactly that, casting additions.
Yeah.
And that's how it works, really. It takes a long time to get to that point.
Yeah.
To be able to sell a sculpture is a major achievement, really. But it's not the easiest business,
No.
because no one desperately needs a sculpture.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Well, I like them. I live with them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so this will be in bronze, and maybe an addition of 15 of them. So if
Yeah.
someone, I don't know if someone, I don't know, you see, if anyone want to buy your head.
Well, I've got quite an extensive family.
We've got a fan club.
Not a fan club as such, no, quite an extensive family. They might
There you
want
go.
one
There you
apiece.
go, yeah. I suppose you have, wouldn't you? If you've got siblings,
Yeah.
you must have loads of nephews, nieces, and
Yeah, for sure. They're all over.
they all stayed in the
Right.
country, or
No, well, I've got cousins in Australia. that I know of. My father was one of 13.
Good Lord.
And no, sorry, my father was one of 11, and my grandfather was one of 13. So you multiply that by, and there's quite a few of us.
Do you ever get all together?
Funerals mainly now, because they're all married. Used to be weddings and funerals. Unfortunately now it's funerals more than all else.
Is it quite tribal? I mean, have you got? Well, they're all kind of. What's the word? They're all from the north, from the.
Yeah, well, the majority was Yorkies. I have a cousin, a surviving cousin, down in a little place called Nettlebed. Minehead. It's down south anyway. She's basically from Birmingham.
Somerset.
I'm not sure if no, it's not that far down. Maidstone, not Minehead, sorry. That area. On M40 corridor, put it that way. She's down there. Yeah. It's hard to keep track of them all, to be honest.
I bet it is.
I mean, Facebook, I only found out that my cousin was in Australia by Facebook. I kept getting this request from this person, but she'd married, so I didn't recognise her name. Oh. And I eventually put it up and got a picture up. I thought, oh, that's our Barbara. I best accept that one.
So was she what, a sister or what? Or a
cousin.
Cousin.
Yeah. Yeah. My mum had two sisters and two brothers, so she was one of 5 as well. Yeah.
So going right back, do you know before mining what they were?
What they what?
What they were?
No idea. No. Like I said, we stem from North East, so it could be old.
Yeah. So you said earlier you took time out and you grew a ponytail. And
oh yeah, well that's when I got disillusioned with mining. I dropped out and grew a ponytail and lived in a tent, went apple picking and stuff like that.
For a whole...
Yeah, about 10 months it was.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that then?
I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Freedom.
Yeah. If I didn't want to go to work, I didn't go to work. Yeah. I just made enough to survive. It was just subsistence living. I had enough for my beer, that was it. You know.
Before responsibilities?
Before responsibilities, yeah. Then, like everyone else, you have to grow up and put roots down and yeah, commitments. Yeah.
How old were you then?
Mid-20s, I should say.
You didn't travel around the...
No, not really, no. I've done more travelling in my later years. Holidays and such. Like I said, I've never had a goal, never had a vocation. I just keep falling into things. I'm walking down the street, my mate says, "Are you working well?" I says, "No." He says, "We're going to Germany, tarmacking, do you want to come?" I said, "All right then." I went there for 6 weeks. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I've been out to work, work has fell into my lap. I've never really had to go seeking it. The piling, a friend of mine had an interview with a firm called Keller Foundations at Coventry. Well, he didn't drive. So he asked me if I'd drive him to Coventry. I said, yeah, no problem. So he was there. He has to do all the induction and go and see this fella. He's doing the induction and this other fella says to me, "Are you doing it?" I said, "No, I'm just driving him." I've just drove him down. He said, "Well, do you want to do it?" I said, "Well, I'm not bothered with it. It's only 10 minutes. So go on then." So we did this induction. We goes in to see the fella and he says to me, mate, he says, "Right," he says, "make your way down to Southsea." That's down near Portsmouth. He says, "How am I going to get there?" He said, "Well, how'd you get here?" He said, "My mate brought me." The guy says to me, "Do you want a job?" I went, "Yeah, all right then." So we both went to Southsea. So I had to ring my missus up and say, I'll not be home tonight. I'll not be
Coming home.
Yeah, I'll not be home tonight, though. Well, I said, I'm in Southsea. So I was there for a fortnight. I not took a change of a pair of socks
Really?
or nothing, yeah. Fortunately, when we got down there were like 3 lads from our village. So
Really?
I just bummed off them. A pair of socks here and a pair of knickers. And washing stuff in the sink and what have you. And I went for a fortnight.
Good God.
But yeah, like I said, been quite fortunate. Things just like seem to fall into my lap. And I've loved every minute of it.
How many kids you got?
Oh, here we go. I've got 4. But not the same person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love my kids, all of them. Grandkids, awesome.
Yeah.
My life couldn't be much better than it is right now.
Best time of your life?
Best time of my life. I've had so many good times,
Yeah.
mate. Best personal experience I've ever had is I did a tandem parachute jump.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, for sure.
So you had someone on your back, as it were?
Yeah, yeah. It's the most exhilarating, exciting thing I've ever done. I recommend it to anyone. If you haven't done it, you must try
Yeah,
it.
I would like to go.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And then I did a sponsored bike ride from John O'Groats then.
Really?
On a 5-seater bike, yeah.
How long did that take?
A week. We did it like race week. We used to get a week off in September. And we had 2 teams, so we were on bike probably 6 to 8 hours a day.
God.
Riding. Yeah, that were awesome. The sponsored canoe, we did that from Wigan Pier to Whitler Bridge. We had 3 2-man canoes, we did that in teams as well.
God.
Yeah. Like, you seem to forget what you've actually done, don't you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We are.
Well, I think it's important to reflect every now and again.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I've been quite fortunate in my life, really. I've had loves and losses.
Yeah.
You know. But I'm quite content with my lot at the minute. If I died tomorrow, I've had a good life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't owe anybody any money. I'm sweet. Work as and when. I've just started wood turning.
Have you?
Yeah, I've got my son alive, yeah. Joined the club. And I get in my shed. The missus don't know where I am. She's only allowed to bring me cups of tea.
So what are you turning?
At the minute, I'm just doing bowls.
My dad got carried away with that.
Yeah.
He started to make lace bobbins.
Lace bobbins.
About that big.
Yeah.
And the things on the end of the lace that you hold, you tie your lace to, and you fold over and you fold over and you fold over.
Yeah.
And there's a whole world of them.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And he made them out of bone, ebony, loads of woods, and there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. He got down to like
fantastic.
15 minutes of bobbin, and he'd go after tea. In fact, I remember because it was at the crucial time of parenting when really you need your dad to make you do your homework.
Yeah.
He'd go off in the shed, and he'd come out with 3 lace bobbins, and they became addictive.
Yeah.
There's hundreds and thousands of them.
I've made, the first thing I made were a rolling pin. It's not difficult.
Really,
is it? You know, you put it on your lathe, you turn it into a cylinder, it's a rolling pin. I've made one of my daughters, what do they call them? Pork pie dollies.
Pork pie what?
Dollies. You know,
Oh.
the cast for making a pork pie.
Yes.
She's quite into cooking. She hasn't made many pork pies yet. I made it quite a while ago. I'm going to have to remind her about that. Yeah, pork pie dollies. I've made a box, but it's only ever going to be a shed box. A box that stays in a shed because I made it from inferior wood.
Oh.
It's not come out very well. But
But that wasn't turned. That wasn't turned, was it?
yeah, I've turned it. Yeah, it's a bit of scrap wood I've had in my shed for ages. 3 before, or 4 before, sorry. And I've just made a box. It's like a cylinder with a cylinder
right.
lid, and the grains match up with the lid. But I'd have to be sanding it forever to get it to what I'd want it to be. So it's just something that's going to stay in my shed. I've got a use for it.
Yeah. Lace bobbins. Put your lace bobbins in it.
It's when you attach your wood, there's a plate, and you put 4 screws in this plate to hold the wood on. And I keep losing the screws. You use them once, and because there's sawdust all over, as you can imagine. So this box is going to be for my screws. Put my 4 screws in there and over there. Yeah, it's good. I really, really enjoy it.
So how long do you spend in there?
Hours.
Really?
Literally.
How long have you been doing
it? Seriously, this year.
Really?
Yeah. I've had the lathe quite a while, but there's other things that I've just had an operation in November. So other things not took priority, but I had other things to do.
Yeah.
And now I just love going in there, getting on my lathe, and that's it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
There's nothing better than, I mean, having a studio as an artist.
Yeah.
It becomes a sanctuary. It becomes a place you desperately need to be in. You know, you feel really weird if you're not in it. It's a bit like that in a sort of a shed. Isn't it?
My shed is 4.8 metres by 3.6.
It's quite big.
Yeah.
Big old garage, really.
Yeah, it's 4.8 metres because that was the length of the timbers, 3x4s I had. And 3.6 because she won't let me take any more at garden that way. But yeah, it's like a TARDIS because on the outside it looks quite small, but when you get in it, it's massive. Yeah. Built it myself, loved it.
Really?
Yeah, me and my son-in-law.
You got skylights and stuff, or?
No, I've got my mate were having no windows put in at the time, and I've got his big kitchen window, double glazed. It's
wow,
12 foot, whatever.
Fantastic. So the whole side of it is.
Yeah, one side.
Wow.
It's got light in it.
So you're looking out into your garden.
Yeah, it looks onto my garden. Yeah, it's sweet. I could live in it actually.
Yeah.
It's that big. Yeah. I love it, going out there.
Do people spend time there with you, or is it your secret?
They're more than welcome to, but I don't want to. It's mine. Yeah. When they come, I do stop and go with kids and that come, because like I just love having my house full with my family. Yeah. There's no better, like when they come out, all come round. We get like 13, 14 of us around the table.
Jesus.
I've got in my dining room, I've got a table that extends, and I've built an extension to go on the extension. You know what I mean? And I have to put like 3x4 timbers or a 2-piece halfway in the middle to take the weight. I'm thinking about knocking one of the walls out because it is a bit of a squeal when we get 14 in. Yeah, I love it. It's just. They don't know it, like when they're there, I just sit back a bit and then just watch them all.
That must be amazing.
It is, I love it. It's it rocks my boat for sure.
It does. Do you all get on?
We're a family. You don't always all get on at the same time, but yeah, majority of the time we do. Yeah. When I get my brothers and my sisters and my brother and my sisters round as well.
What did your brother do?
My brother, he don't do anything.
Did he go to the mine?
No, he's not. How can I put it? He's not as academic as I am. A bit of a slow learner, unfortunately. But he gets on. He loves his life. I sometimes wonder who's the fool, me or him. I've worked all my life, and he hadn't, basically. But he's happy as Larry. Yeah. He's awesome. My bro.
And he's quite close to him.
Yeah.
Is he the one that didn't moved in your parents' house?
Yeah. I was the last of our clan to be born in the house. The other 4 were all in infirmary. So it's a standing joke that the house is mine by birthright. But they bought it between them.
Oh, right.
With my father. So and so it's their house. But I just go back and say, look, this is mine by birthright. You can't take it away from me. But yeah, we are close, real close. It's good. They'll be jealous.
Oh yeah. We can put this in the house now on the door knocker.
Yeah. Be some weight, cast bronze, won't it? Yeah. He's about 18 months, something like that, younger than me, but he's bigger than me.
All right.
Yeah, and his hair's whiter than mine, and there's less of it, which I love. I call him Snowy. Yeah. We have a good time.
Do you all look alike then, visually?
Yes. My brother and I, yeah, like peas in a pod. I sometimes look at him and see me.
Really?
Yeah. It's bizarre. Really bizarre. When you look at someone else and you see yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not all the times, it's just like, you know, certain angles. I catch him looking and I'm looking at him or whatever, and I think, yeah, that's me.
And kind of ticks, personality traits.
Chalk and cheese, really. He's so much milder than I ever could hope to be. He has a lot of traits that I wouldn't mind. Yeah. It's just awesome as my bro.
Is he married?
No. No. In fact, yeah. There's only two of us been married. My two eldest sisters both got married. But my second oldest sister, she was with a partner for years before they got married. I've never been married. And now there's any others. So, never felt the need.
No.
It's only a piece of paper at the end of the day.
You're right. So what we're doing for time, do you, Joe?
It's 2:10 2.
What are we going to, 3?
3.
Oh, all right, we can slow down a bit.
Yeah.
Go and have a cup of tea.
What does that taste like?
Nothing.
No.
Hopefully I've got a tasting one.
Yeah, go on, I'll have it. It looks like lard.
Yeah, it's just like plasticine, I suppose. No flavour, is it?
Mm.
Unless I'm missing something.
Certainly got no flavour. Yeah.
No.
Can I help you?
It's quite, yeah, I'm having it. There you go.
There you go. I assisted in my bronze.
It's quite pleasant, really.
Yeah, it's alright. I don't think I'll be taking it up though.
I can imagine in the shed now.
Mm. I've started to eat a lot of sawdust. You're going around with chisels and out your mouth at the wrong time.
Yeah.
I sat in my chair, I knocked my chair for 2 days and I went like this in my ear. Pulled a bit of wood out.
Oh, really?
Gets all over. Yeah. I have to brush myself off before I come out and I still take a load of sawdust in, so you're not happy at times. So.
God, you're like a right old state.
Yeah,
Full of plaster.
yeah,
I've had like 3 changes before I get home.
yeah, can you imagine?
I'm not the cleanest of people anyway.
Neither am I, to be honest, but I think it's a man thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I keep going in my shed to tidy up and end up doing stuff when I get in my shed rather than tidying.
lovely you can be taken away with it like that.
Yeah. It's my little sanctuary.
Yeah.
It works.
Do you think you'll end up exhibiting your pieces in shows and things?
I've no idea, to be honest. I'd like to be able to see that my work would get to that standard, but at the minute it's not, obviously. But I don't know if I'd go down that road, to be honest.
Keep the pressure away.
Pressure's what you make of it. I've always said that. I do it to my standards for me. If it's not good enough for other people, then it don't matter. Because I'm not doing it for other people. It's my sole enjoyment, my indulgence. And if it's good enough and people like it and they want to give me a shilling for it, then I might be tempted. I'm not setting out to go down that road.
No. So it's like doing this job, you know. For so long you do it for yourself, and then suddenly, it's, you know, everything. People start paying money, and then pressure comes, and before you know it, that kind of fantastic job turns into a real job.
Yeah,
real pressure.
It's no longer a pastime.
No,
it's employment.
Yeah,
and you can't just put it down and say, right, I ain't doing it for another 10 months.
No, exactly.
Because you've got bills and
you can't have off days.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that the busier it gets. I mean, I used to have a cycle, for example. You know, you have every 3 years you'd have a big exhibition, and you would spend. If you're lucky, you got sales, so you would spend a year casting all your sales, and in the middle of that, you'd be kind of making a few new things. But really, you'd become a bronze caster. So you're casting all the orders, delivering them, and all that sort of stuff. Then the second year, you've got the money from the sales, so you start to just make and make and make. And then you start casting for the new show in the third year, and you have this quite a nice, simple cycle. But what happens when you start employing people is that there can be no kind of phase changes, so you have to have work all the time.
Yeah.
So you can't like go, okay, I'll just do the bronze casting this time of year, and suddenly there's no break. So you had a natural respite of creativity, and bronze casting took over, and then you could just rest the brain and just make, and then you could start to warm the brain up again. But that luxury has disappeared. You know, it's constant work and employment and people.
It's not just you, is it?
No.
You're having to keep your employers happy.
Yeah.
They don't want to pick it up today and have 2 hours on it, put it down, and in 3 days come and have another 2 hours on it. They want their 9 to 5, 5 days a week.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it does, I should imagine, it would detract from the pleasure.
Well, you have to say to yourself, I mean, even this year, work has got so busy, I'm almost overwhelmed with the amount of work. And things like this are just fantastic opportunities. You can't, but they take, 3 or 4 days out of my month, if I come here for a month. That's 25% of my working time, you know. Yeah. And it's just extraordinary how it builds up the pressure on other things. Yeah. But I've got to realise that this, you can feel like you're being overwhelmed. You think, I just can't handle it. But in the end, you've got to say, look, this is absolutely the most brilliant outcome possible for a man like me, who's worked for 30 years to try and get to this place, dreaming about it, dreaming of getting to a point where you're in demand, as it were. And then you can't complain once you get there.
Exactly.
You've got to man up, actually. Yeah. You've got to really man up and say, look,
I've worked hard to get here, I mean, I've got to do it,
And the muscle that you've got to get going is the creative muscle. It's got to just keep going. You've got to say, no, you can't not. So like these jobs, these 2-hour portraits, I would never have been able to do this. It's impossible. You've got to man up. You've got to muscle it, and you've got to get on with the job, have a conversation, have a film made, get it cast in bronze, and build up this, body of work. And it's incredibly stretching, and it makes you realise what you can achieve. It's
like every now and again, a poem will jump into my head, and I write poems.
Oh.
But for me to have to sit down and write a poem, I'd find it extremely difficult. Yeah. But if it comes, I'll just be sat there and not doing it, my mind will go off on a tangent and just point up on, I'll just scribble it down on a bit of paper. And that's it, that's fine. I do it in 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes max. Point.
Really?
To get a book, a pen, sit there and go, right, I'm going to write a poem. I could stare at that page forever and never write a poem.
Or someone says, can you get me a poem done by the end of the week?
Yeah.
And you go, what about? He goes, you know what it's about, it's just your job.
Yeah.
You go, I'll write a poem about someone wanting me to write a poem.
Yeah.
That's what I write a poem about. Yeah, it changes everything.
It does.
But as you say, you can't, I mean, it's the best, I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah.
It's just bloody brilliant.
I'm at the stage now when early doors in my career, I worked as and when. Then later on, I became a bit of a workaholic.
All right.
6-7 days a week.
Really?
Yeah. I've done quite well, got a few bob and what have you. And now I'm at the stage where I work as and when. You know, I don't ring anybody up for work, they ring me. And if I don't want to do it, I just say no, thank you. I picked 4 days up this week. I'm on nights tonight, actually. But them 4 days will cover me for a month. I don't
Really?
need to work again for a month. Yeah, I've got a few properties, see, so I have got income, and I mean, such a sound place. It's good. My life is good.
Yeah. So when you were mining,
Hence I'm here. Yeah, go on.
yeah, when you were mining, did you ever think you'd get to this kind of?
No, I can remember as a youngster when my bank account hit £100. I had £100 in my bank, and I thought that was an awesome achievement.
Really?
My first week's wage was £25.25. I came home and my father says to me, he says, do this 2 ways, Bill, he says. You can either tip up, and I'll look after you, buy your clothes or whatever. He said, you pay board and you sort yourself out. I said, what do you think I should do, Dad? He said, well, if I were you, son, I'd tip up.
Tip up?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I gave him his wages.
Oh, okay.
I gave him my £25.25, and he gives me some money back. I tip my wages up. He gives me no money. So this went on for about 3 or 4 weeks. I'm getting 25 quid a week. My father's giving me £5 and he's keeping 20. On the 4th week, I go home, I've got my wages, and I went, Dad, I've decided I'm going to start paying board. I gave him the 5 and I kept the 20. He'd not bought me a pair of socks or nothing in the 4 weeks. So 3 weeks previous, I thought, this ain't a good idea, this. He went to a good thing. You were getting 20 quid, I was getting a 5.
Did he want you to stay at home?
Yeah, well, he did, yeah.
So it's a bit like you in the sense he loves to see his family all together.
Yeah, he did. Like I say, he was a conflicting character, my dad. When he was a good dad, he was a good dad, and when he was a bad dad, he was horrid. You know what I mean? But that's how they all back then. We've mentioned the drinking culture. He used to be drunk more times than he was sober. And when he was drunk, he was either a nice drunk or a bad drunk. And if he was a bad drunk, he was a bad drunk. Well, hey ho. Still love the old, well, did love him. Well, I still love him. You don't stop loving him just because they die, you know.
No.
There were times when I could have quite easily smashed his face in.
Yeah.
That's the main reason I left home, 'cause 2 bulls. I think had I stayed, we would have come to blows. That's some kind just looking at that.
Is it?
Yeah, I can see me that there.
Can you? I'm glad about that. Bloody facial hair is a pain. I haven't had many glasses yet.
No? I'm
Trying to
terrible.
work out.
I can't see not without my
Yeah,
glasses.
but I'm trying to work out if I do get a set of glasses coming in, how I deal with it.
Yeah. Has it started going easy yet, up close?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. I only have glasses for reading. In fact, when we have a break, I'll show you my phone. My text is
Oh, really?
as big as I can get it, and I still have to hold it out here to read it.
Yeah, I think I start getting very tired. I fall asleep reading now. I think it's
Yeah.
the point where my eyes are.
I've got about 5 pair of glasses. At least. Got two in my car, one in my shed, one on my table, side of my chair, and then the missus has a pair she's got in her handbag when we go out.
She's in charge of your sight.
Yeah, it's only for reading manuals.
That's a sign of a good life.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do. We've just started camping as well.
Really?
Yeah.
What, tents?
Tents, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Last couple of years, we went to that gold camping place just outside of Donny, and they've got them fishermen's beds.
Oh,
We've
right.
got a couple of them. They're awesome.
Really?
We're off with grandkids. My grandson, he's quite into rocks and what have you.
Geology.
Fossils, yeah. He's only 10.
Oh,
So I said, right, we'll go to Jurassic Coast. So we're off down there, and I think it's
lovely.
May this year. May, yeah. For a week. Fossil hunting.
yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
Took our kids. Lyme Regis.
Not a place called Chatmouth by any chance.
No. Chatmouth.
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 Oh, yeah, it's Lyme Regis we're going. It's a little place just outside Lyme Regis.
Really?
Yeah, called Chatmouth. That's where sugar.
Yeah, how'd you get that?
Oh, sugar.
When did you ask for that?
I didn't.
John,
I've got connections here, mate. You know what I mean? I'm well connected.
I'll save it. Thank you.
I'll save it. He's taking offence to that. I thought
He's going to have a great big mug now in front of his face,
where's
like an
biscuit?
African lip.
Biscuits.
Sorry?
The biscuits.
So Laurence brought the biscuits.
All right.
You
A
did.
bit of cake if you want a bit of
I've
cake.
eyed it up several times before that chat, Laurence. But that's 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's what we need to refuel for the evening one.
Definitely.
Can you see yourself?
I can, yeah.
You might open your eyes a bit.
Yeah.
As you're relaxing, get your head shaped to the thing.
Yeah.
That's those side
I
profiles.
can. Like I say, I can see my father and my brother. And
Really? Do you know
Yeah,
what? People
honestly.
say that. I mean, it's very. I'm always quite relieved when they go, God, it looks just like my gran or something.
Yeah. Because I don't know if you're so aware of your own reflection or image as you are other members.
It's also in reverse, isn't it? Your own image.
Yeah.
And unless you
Sure.
get those kind of mirrors in hotels where there's a door and you suddenly get your side profile, and you go, oh
Yeah.
my God,
Yeah.
is that me?
But yeah, that definitely. Yeah.
Well, I've never had a head done of me. That's bizarre. I never had a head done of me.
No.
So I don't know what it would be like to have this kind of.
It'd be small on top.
Did you say you turn balls, did you say?
No, my brother has. Well, he's not bald. He's just. You can see a lot more skin than hair.
Yeah. I lost it when I was about 20.
Yeah. Well, I've just turned 59 last Thursday. So I don't think I'll be losing a
You
great
look
deal
pretty
of it.
safe.
Yeah. And to be honest, if it went, I won't be that bothered now.
To be honest with you, I'm not very good at looking after stuff. It would look terrible if I had hair.
Yeah.
It was meant to be. I'm not good at maintenance.
Yeah.
You won't find me washing my car on a Sunday morning.
I think I've washed my car maybe 4 times in my life. And that was probably because I went to a funeral or a wedding. No, it's not something I tend to do.
In fact, all those jobs that I was forced to do when I was a kid, you know, like mow a lawn or wash a car or do the washing up or whatever, they're all the hard ones to do now.
Yeah. I'll be able to time this with beard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I grow it 1st of October as my last shave, and then I shave again in March, May 3rd, something like that, or March.
Why is that? Just because it's a winter?
Yeah, I grow it for winter.
Do you notice a temperature change then?
Yeah,
Keep you warm.
it does. And working outside, yeah, it does. It's insulin. Insulation.
Insulation, yeah.
Yeah.
So you being bright and all that sort of thing, you ever thought of going back into education, like and learning, taking a degree in something? Like an open university?
No, I'll tell you for why, my friend, because I'm at the stage now, I don't need it.
But out of your own curiosity and your own, like turning wood, really?
That will do
Hobby?
me. That will do me.
Yeah.
Turning the wood. I've joined a club, but I'm quite independent. I like to discover things myself, but this club, I go there just to glean the best bits,
Yeah.
really. Because like, it's like yourself, there's only you sticking that on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's your thing, that's what you do. The wood turning will be my thing.
Yeah.
The snippets of information, technique-wise, is something I'll
Get you started.
take on board and develop. But yeah. You're going to put the scar on?
Yeah, there's a good one there. Is that rugby playing?
No, it's mining.
Mining.
Yeah.
Did you ever get these blue scars?
Yeah, I've got a few.
Have you? They're still blue?
Yeah. That one.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah. I've got a couple on my back, one on my leg here. It's coal dust, can't get it out.
Yeah, you can't get it out.
No. Embedded. My father had a beauty on his arm here.
Really?
Yeah.
They're kind of badges of honour, aren't they?
Well, no mistake in it, you know where you've been.
Yeah.
Same man with blue skies and an ex-miner.
So do you still use much of the language? What was that word you were talking about? Joe?
Wushka.
Rushke.
Wushka.
Wushke.
Is that a mining thing or?
Well, I don't know, it's a Yorkshire thing. Whooshka. It's gone.
Go on.
Yeah.
Wushke.
Yeah. It's like Banneker's.
Banneker's, I like that.
Yeah.
Banneker's much more. In fact, I'm going to write that down. Can you write that down for me?
Yeah, I've got it.
So on this monument, on this piece of sculpture, I want to have a glossary of words.
Oh yeah.
So all the words that come up, Banneker's, this sort of stuff. So when you go there
Yeah.
with your grandchild, and they go, "What's that mean, Grandad?" The conversation starts.
And I'll say, you know why that's there? Because I tell Laurence.
Yeah, yeah.
Banneker's.
Yeah.
There's that pighead thing as well.
Pardon?
Pighead.
Yeah.
something.
Pighead board. The different pits had different names for them. Like I said, we worked a lot on hydraulics, whereas the majority of mines had compressed air.
Yeah.
Don't know why we didn't have compressed air at Asking, because it's really quite useful.
Were they independent businesses, or they were
No.
run by the coal board?
No, they're all coal board.
So it'd be the coal board's decision.
Yeah.
Not to
It
have.
might have been, I don't, for whatever reason, I don't know. I won't like to speculate.
Laurence had never heard Snapton before.
Yeah.
Doncaster.
Snapped it, yeah. My missus, we've been together 25 years now. I met her when I went to the apple picking. Yeah, she's from Wisbeach.
Wisbeach.
Yeah. Near Kingsland.
Yeah.
And we eventually moved back up here, and I got me sent a job at Pitt again. She packed me snap up. I get start pay. It was me snapped in. Shut it straight away like that. She'd only wrap me snap in tin foil.
And is that really
Yeah.
a no-no?
You can't take tin foil out of pit.
Oh, sugar. Yeah,
Yeah.
because of contraband.
Yeah, it can cause a spark which could ignite the gas.
Oh my God.
So needless to say, I didn't have any snap back there.
Blimey.
Well, I did, I ate it on way
Yeah.
because I were out at North Selby, but yeah. Because what they used to, every now and again, they'd check your bags,
Mm.
but it's like everything else. It's like when you go through the airport, they don't check every bag
Yeah.
every time. And this day they didn't check my bag, and thank God they didn't. I'd probably outside.
Gosh. Is that serious?
But yeah, you're putting everyone's life at risk. Yeah. It's like matches, I don't like that. You can't take them down. It's big no.
They even do that when we go down the cap house at like Wakefield.
Yeah.
They you have to hand your cameras in and everything. And
Yeah. I've been down. When I said that the last time I went down on mine was in 2002, it's not strictly two, because I've been at cap house twice. Like
how does that compare to the?
It gives you an insight, but that's it. It's like me looking at your finished bronze. You know what I mean? That's the finish. The process of getting there is entirely different.
Yeah.
So what you actually see at cap house is good, but it's not a true reflection, because obviously it's been stood that long and it sounds secure. When
So-
you're actually mining, you get distortion when weight comes on and rings go all out of shape and what have you. And
Dynamic situation.
yeah, it's entirely different. You get like back ripping when roads have really gone. You come and rip it again and set steel, because the steel is not there to keep it up. It's to slowly lower it, because you imagine you're 100 foot down, well, 100 yards down, whatever. The weight above you is tremendous. So trying to keep it up, you can't. You just lower it down gently. And sometimes it gets that low that you whip it out again and make a new game. That's called back ripping.
So if it gets low, back ripping.
Yeah.
If it gets low, do you have to lower the floor to get the height back? You don't, or do you dig a?
There's two ways. Back ripping, you're taking the top out, so you're building a new tunnel. Dinting, you're taking the floor out.
Dinting.
Yeah, that's what you call it, dinting. You do a dint. So if you imagine your arch is half full, you've got a 12-foot arch and you've got 6 foot left, so that 6 foot of the arch is, the ground's come up. So you dig that 6 foot out, you've got your full arch again. In some cases, rather than take the ground out, they'll take the top out, and that's ripping, that's back ripping. So there's just two ways of getting your gate back to its original size.
And that's the tunnel getting down to the face.
Yeah.
How big was your face?
Towards the very end, the like 6 foot seams where you could walk up and down, but for the majority of my career asking, it were maybe 3-4 foot tops. So you'd be on your hands and knees crawling up and down.
I'm going for the scarring now.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, it got me 60 quid, that scar.
What?
60
oh,
quid.
yeah, did it?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I'd not long since finished my coal face training, so I was still a bit green. And on rips, you used to have brackets on the side of rings and bars that you'd put your platform on. You take your bracket off and move it forward and slide your bar. Now, it still had weight on it, and I took the nut off and it was still stuck. So I had a spanner. I'd give it a spanner, whack. I'd left the bracket on the top, because basically it's like a square. 2 bolts there, 2 bolts there. These bolts would cut your ring, so this acts like a pivot. So I undone the bottom one, the weight was on it. I whacked it, it came off. Because the top one was still attached, it flicked out and it caught me right under the eye. Yeah. Bang. Monday morning, bit of a hangover.
Oh,
Boof, catch that. I went out. Yeah. 60 quid they give me for it.
it's interesting, isn't it? They pay you for your injuries.
Yeah, well, it's a disfigurement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. like a week's wage. It was worth a smacking eye for a week's
Well,
wage.
some people are saying people cut the tip off a little finger.
Yeah, they had fixed prices for quite a lot of things. I wouldn't know what they were. I got 60 quid for that, and that was enough for me.
When would you hold like this all the time? Keep squeezing the ears in
Yeah.
to leave them to last.
Does it melt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's waxing it.
That's
So.
why I keep it in the water.
Yeah.
You couldn't rest this on the floor like this. It would distort.
Do you ever find yourself staring at people
Yeah.
just?
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those occupational hazards.
Yeah.
People think you're looking at you in a restaurant. You know.
Yeah.
You basically, I'm a people watcher.
Yeah.
So Joe, my wife, would be eating, and I'd be. She would stop it. It's like, stop it, for God's sakes, they're going to come over, you know.
Yeah.
And you're just looking at them. You wait, and it's funny. You even wait for them to get up and go to the toilet, just so you know what the other side of the head's like.
Yeah.
It's like, just stop staring, you know. You can't really, when they come up to you, you can't go, look, I'm a sculptor. It's just an occupational hazard, I'm really
Yeah.
sorry.
It's like since I've started turning, I look at trees different.
Really?
Yeah. I think, how many balls can I get out of that limb? Stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Do you start to season and collect your own wood?
Well, I've got some, and I've got some really, really nice cherry, and I've done a rough bowl, but it's cracked. It's dried way too quick, and it's knocked me back a bit because it really looks nice, but the cracks are. So now I've just got to be patient and dry it out properly before I start working on it.
It's
Which
the start of your.
yeah.
It's those lessons you learn early, isn't it?
Schoolboy error. It's a
Yeah.
lovely piece of wood. Hopefully, there are ways and means of me salvaging it with the cracks. You can use super glue and sawdust, but that's further down the line. Basically, at the minute I'm just using scrap wood, making different bits to hone my technique more than anything. But it doesn't matter if it's not up to standard.
Yeah. How often are you doing it? Are you out every night, every day?
Most days, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm in my shed nearly every day now. I know it's getting serious because it's taking over tipping point in the chase.
Taking over what?
Taking over my tipping point in the chase. They're my two programs.
The tipping. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, the tipping point. I know the chase. I saw the chase the other day.
yeah.
Right. Well, that's a designer. That's a sign of dedication.
Yeah, I'll look after my granddaughter on a Monday and Tuesday, and her mother comes every day when either tipping point or chases on together, and we exchange words about the level of a conversation because I can't hear the questions.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's good. I love it.
So you're not a. What's the other one with the one on the other side when tipping points on? Is that Pointless? You're not watching Pointless.
I think it's pointless. Yeah, I like most general knowledge programs. The amount of shit that I actually know, it amazes me at times. But yeah, I prefer the other. That's why I don't watch Pointless. Good, isn't it? To actually sit here and watch it being created, it's
Mad,
amazing.
isn't it?
Yeah.
As you said, when this process first started, it was a learning process for you as well, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah.
at the same time as, like, we'd sit there and we'd watch these things, and then all of a sudden they come to life.
Yeah. I mean, for the majority, I've been looking at the back of it. When it's turned around, well,
Hopefully the front looks better.
yeah. But yeah, it does. It looks like my brother, and I can see my dad in there. And
Looks like you as well.
yeah. But like I say, I see more our kid and my dad really. But yeah.
That's who you're used to looking at.
Exactly. We've had this discussion. When you look at your image, you're seeing it in reverse, aren't you? When you look in the mirror, your image is in reverse.
In the mirror.
Yeah.
I don't know, I've never really, I'll be honest, never ever
Yeah.
stood there and thought that's in reverse.
Well, yeah, it
I
does.
just think, was that a good looking guy?
Are you looking at someone else?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. Well, if you like me, when I look in my mirror, Adonis looks back at me.
Who's she? Next door neighbour?
Yeah. There's a crack in mirror.
Ah, Donna.
Yeah. Ah, Donna.
There's Bill again. We should get a bloody mirror.
Yeah. Brooding.
It's one of the things when I met my wife, she's a Londoner,
Oh yeah.
and the northern thing is R, isn't it?
Yeah.
R Emma,
Yeah.
R Joe, R
Yeah.
Bill,
It's an arcade.
R Kit. It's weird, isn't it? And
Yeah.
you don't even think about it until someone says. And she's like, who's R Emma?
How great.
And I was like, it's Emma. She's like, why'd you say R before everything? I'm like, I don't know.
It's not-
Because there are R's.
Ah, it's
Yeah.
ah. Oh, you are. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. It's like the. We never say the. I'm off to the pub, going to the shop.
Yeah, see, I try and drop the with
So
the kids.
With kids.
I'm trying to
Excuse me.
Stop them.
Where do you live?
our house.
Yeah.
Down to the street.
I used
Next to the pub.
you stuck from Chippy.
Other front shops.
Ah. Next door neighbour. You're not gonna.
Next door to our next door neighbour.
You're not gonna stop and using to. They go to school.
I know. Got a southern mum.
What I like is Sen.
Yeah.
I think Sen's lovely.
Hey, look after this then.
Yeah, I love when people say that.
Get it, son.
Yeah.
It is weird when you think about the Yorkshire dialect. I like it as well. Though.
Yeah.
I noticed that I said ER,
Yeah.
like them, there you go.
You say what?
Yeah.
You tend to notice with the kids though, when the kids start mimicking speech and they say something, you think, who's that? It's like we always feared that the kids' first swear words, all I hoped that they were either in a Scottish lilt or a southern accent, and then I was free. It was
Yeah.
either the father-in-law or the wife,
Yeah.
but the Yorkshire. So I don't know where they picked that up from.
It's the surrounding. The majority of people that they hear speaking will be Yorkshire, won't they?
Yeah.
So they're going to pick that twang up. Now, I went to school with a fella, and his parents were Scottish. And at school, he talked like he was all. And this day we went back to his house, and the second he walked through the door, he was talking with a Scottish twang. And I thought, what are you putting that on for? Because I didn't, you know what I mean? But
Well,
that's-
I know Vic's been speaking to her mates from
Mm.
London
Yeah.
because she just falls back into accent. My daughter, she's 2 and a bit now, so she was 2 in November, and ever since day dot, she comes in at night for milk, but she says milk. So it's like Grandad says milk. So for no other word has got any Scots in it whatsoever, but she will always say milk. So midnight, I wake up, there's just Zara there going, milk, milk, Dad, milk. You're just like, what?
Our lassie's from West Beach, and you can always tell when she's been down to see her mother. She
That's
comes
neat.
back talking Tuesday and fur. I can't read and I can't write, but I can drive tractor.
Yeah, Wiz Beach. It's
Yeah.
brilliant. That's a different place.
It is, yeah.
We used to go Swaffham Raceway. Have you ever
Swaffham?
been there to watch the stock cars?
No, we've been to Swaffham.
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 That's alright, that is in Swaffham.
Alright.
But we used to go watch a stock car race, and that was Swaffham Raceway.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was like, oh my god, this is insane.
There's quite a lot of it down there. There's one at King's Lynn, isn't there?
Yeah, we used to live in the outskirts. So we were talking about this, so
Mm.
sat around the table and everyone suddenly had ties with Suffolk.
Yeah.
Except Joe. Nosy. There you go. Got me in a good day. Bless her. I don't even know where she's gone.
So you're going to go on campsites and
Yeah. Yeah, love it. My son lives in Scotland and they do wild camping up there.
brilliant.
You pull up at the side of the road and set your tent up.
So you got to the age where you're thinking, I could go with a caravan.
No. No.
You're
You-
quite a kind of an outsider type of guy, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. It's with your tent, you can go anywhere. Anywhere a caravan can go.
Is it a big tent?
Yes. Yeah. We've only just recently got the big tent. We were the poor relations of the tent scene. We had just a little two-man tent for me and missus, and then we went up Scotland last year, wasn't it, Joe?
Yeah.
And they all had these big tents and whatever. And walking in and walking out, we had to get down on our knees, go in and out. I said to missus, when we get home, we're getting a big tent. So we did, and it's awesome. We've got like 2 bedrooms at back and a place at front where you could put a table and chair, actually under canvas, which could serve as another bedroom if you needed.
Brilliant.
And it's a proper tent.
You know, you're sociable when you're camping.
Definitely, yeah. You've got to be, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right, we went Derbyshire, didn't we, Joe?
Yeah, basically.
And Joe had her kids and we had other grandkids and whatever, and they used to go down camp, get all kids together and start playing tennis, football, whatever, cricket,
It's
rounders.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awesome. Move it.
How often do you go?
We've only started camping the last couple of years, so we went, I think we went 2 or 3 times last year, but we intend to go a few more this year. We've got two already set in stone. Like I said, the one at Dorset
Oh yeah.
with grandson for Jurassic Coast, and then we're going up Scotland again for other granddaughter's birthday. She wants to go camping, and me and Mrs. will stick 1 or 2 in between. Just wake up one morning and say, right, we're off.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm going to Whitby for a week with my sister and my cousin. Also, it's went to watch War Horse over the week. Yeah. I've actually been wanting to watch War Horse for the last 3 or 4 years at least. And so she booked it for my birthday. My birthday treat was us watching War Horse.
Lovely.
Sweet. It was alright actually. The puppets were amazing.
Yeah, they are incredible. Actually.
Yeah. The storyline for me were a bit lame, but the puppets, fantastic.
Well, it's like real. It's reality, isn't it? It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
real. Is that down in London?
It were at Bradford. It's touring again. At Alhambra at Bradford we went. It was all right. Excuse me.
We're getting there soon.
Yeah.
2 hours of your life.
Pardon?
2 hours of your life, and there it is forever.
Forevermore. Do you know, I did think about having a shave this morning, and I thought, well, if it's me, it's going to be me, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's a challenge.
Yeah. I like to be awkward.
It's just under the lip, it just springs out.
You could use what do you call it? Poetic license.
Yeah, yeah.
Make it fit.
The thing with this is, because it's so quick, there's going to be lots of license anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll just try and get it as right as I can, as quick as I can. Really.
You can see in the eyes and the nose and that how it is, though, can't you?
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh, I think so.
There's a little scar.
Yeah. Lovely.
So much of it is just the shape of the head, you get it right in.
Yeah.
It looks like it. Oh yeah. Joe said you were craggy, so that's good.
Craggy.
Craggy. Craggy head.
Ah. Lived in.
Most photograph you've ever been in, it?
Yeah. Are we getting copyright with us? I don't think I'll be retiring on it anyway.
Last guy was really worried about my fingers.
You did what?
He was really worried about my fingers. Thought my fingers were going to die.
So
You never mentioned them.
well, that'll be how it is. You won't go into shoulders and that. It's
I'm going to try and get, I think the way your collar's working is quite important, so I've got to get that collar in. And I think the nice sharp line there,
oh,
it
yeah.
takes the back of your neck, will give me the way your head sits.
Right. But I mean, it won't come down.
No,
into-
no, no, I've got like that.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I might want to connect it to a base,
Yeah.
and if I do that, I'd have to probably extend something just to get a bigger connection. You have to think about things like, if you're going to pour plaster in there, how's it going to get in there?
Yeah.
So if you've got a base on it, I suppose the hole will be there and you pour into that bit.
Yeah. You're getting paid for this. Just you wait.
Family heirloom in the making.
Yeah. You'll have to make me 4.
What sort of time we got? Dan?
It's 3 o'clock.
Oh, it's done.
Down. Finito.
Blimey.
Time to fly when you're enjoying yourself.
Okay, we'll have to say that's it then.
Yeah. Well, if you're happy with it.
You never know. Funny enough, when you leave the room, I know whether it's right or wrong, because if it reminds, I think, oh, that reminds me of him. Yeah, that's it. But until that point, when you're in front of me, all I see is the differences.
Yeah. Well, I think that I could pick that out.
Yeah?
Yeah, and say that is me. What do you want?
That's good, yeah. See you now. It's good.
Yeah, I'd happily give you £1 for it. When it's bronze.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to take a picture?
Yeah.
Of what?
You 3.
What's 3?
Yeah. You 3.
Dirty.
That's good, that.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Great, mate.
Thank you very much.
I'll put an earring in when I get home.
Yeah.
That's great. You're brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely brilliant.
We just need to take some
Enjoy it.
photographs of you as well.
Doing what?
Oh, you've got to have a portrait done in the photographic studio.
For
For the book.
You can put your coat on.
Hopefully we're going to do a book as well, you see.
Oh yeah.
So you'll all be in the book as well. You're going to be a local star.
I know.
The envy of all. Right, once again,
Thank you very much
Yeah,
for your time.
it's been amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You'll
Oh.
probably get to see each other again because we're hosting an event.
I look forward
Yeah.
to seeing
Yeah.
the
Well,
finished result.
you get a plaster, you get a
Yeah.
free plaster, and then we'll take it from there. But for the time being, I'm going to drown you.
Yeah,
All the
yeah.
way. But there's been quite a few people wish they had.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that one off. Right, see you again.
Great,
Excellent,
thank you.
did that.
Great. Brilliant.
Lovely.
See you in a bit.